Alright. Hello everybody, welcome to another video, and today we are going to be playing the new event. I'm guessing this will come out very soon. It's 7 p.m. right now, Wednesday, February 22nd, 2024. It's a likely chance that I will just upload this like later. If you hear noises in the background, that's my mom, and she's watching Lucifer at the moment. Yeah, and my grandma's here, so you'll hear a lot of names in the background. I'll only mute if someone calls my name. Alright, Dong Rain, let's see what you got. Backdoor Violity?
밤이 되면 달도 없는 금은 추려해 새까맣게 아무런
Nice.
것들이 보이지가 않소. 나는 이런 시간이 퍽 좋소.
Wait, hold on now.
사람이 침소로 들어가듯 생각도 어둠 속으로 아주 없어져 버리니.
Ta-da! Now, let's do this. Are you alright, Kim? You look distorted. Whoa. What happened? This is cool. Wait, hold up. Wait, this is a proper event? This is a proper event? Holy crap, they did this. Thank you. Whoa. Let's do this. Since these are unvoiced, I will be voice acting them. So we're finally here, eh? Heathcliff looked out the rattling bus window with a dour expression. Though it wasn't raining, the world outside was grey and opaque like an overcast sky. Black, pungent clouds of smoke had long devoured the atmosphere. So this is the kind of place Heathcliff used to roam. The color reminds grey this deep into the heart of the back streets. I recall with quite the certitude that the T-Corp I arrived at after my departure from S-Corp was sepia hue. This phenomenon can be explained by the fact that the technology used to drain our saturation is situated at the center of T-Corp. It has been reported that such variations in hue may occur in areas further away from its sphere of influence. Oh yeah, if I stutter, that's because of my autism. Sorry, it's my bad. I understand that. Two other sinners immediately jumped in on the conversation to direct it away from whichever obscure subject Yi-Song and Faust were about to steer it into. Oh, right, I had something to ask you guys. Oh yeah, me too. What? I mean, yeah, that's, oh yeah, the buildings here kinda look different from where Yi-Song used to live, so I'm wondering if there's anything up with that. Exactly, that's what exactly I was about to ask. It's been a while since we started on this journey together. I was starting to grow more comfortable with the sinners. Maybe that's why I found Gregor and Rodia's valiant effort to keep this conversation remotely comprehensible to most occupants of the bus pretty amusing. Allow me to elaborate then. To discuss this subject, we must first, and Yi-Song, unknowingly shooting down their effort by jumping onto another complicated discussion, was another sight I'd become familiar with. Wait, what the fuck? He's smiling? While I was curious about the technology T-Corp uses to drain our color, and about the behind-the-scenes of T-Corp's operation, it wasn't something that could be answered now. I decided to table that discussion for later. Instead, I approached Heathcliff. He was sitting on his lonesome, clearly deep in thought. Clockhead. Still racking your head about what to wear to Wuthering Heights? What? No, it's nothing like that. Heathcliff protested, jumping up from his seat. Looks like I hit the nail right in the head. Fine, I was. A little bit. But I was mostly reminiscing about the past. I do remember hearing that Heathcliff used to live in the back streets. A part of some syndicate, if I recall correctly. Virgilius did say that we were going through the back streets instead of going straight into the T-Corp nest for a reason, and that it was because of the company's orders. Maybe there's something for us to do there? Heathcliff did spend some time in the T-Corp back streets after all. Maybe we'll run into a golden bow here? No chance. If the golden bow was as common as any other twig in some back streets, why'd we be doing any of this globe-trotting waste of time? True, I guess. Besides, Wuthering Heights is quite the manor in more ways than one. Won't find it anywhere near some run-down back streets like this. There's a chasm of wealth between these poor alleyway zots and them. After all, they sent me an invitation. Quite obvious that we'll find our golden bowl in that manner. In it? Or at least somewhere in the same nest. Correct. We will eventually travel to T-Corp's nest. Heathcliff continued to speak in a low voice. The hubbub from outside the bus seemed to blend with his words, turning into a mass of murmurs. There was some sort of commotion outside. Before we talk about wherever our eventual destination is, we'll have to clear the road of some blockage. Your intuition is half right, Heathcliff. Huh? Heathcliff, who was muttering to himself in an uncharacteristic daze, jostled awake. Bloody hell, what is wrong with you in the vroom lass? Neither of you ever do anything with a proper forewarning. I simply did not see the necessity of warning you. Anyways, those outside the bus are targets. Targets? I believe that he means to say that they must be eliminated. I feel compelled to let you know that is not the only implication of the word target, though I am yet to be informed of the precise details of this mission, that is. Regardless, you are to make contact with a target amongst them. Find the target, and then extract the necessary intel. Is that clear enough for you, manager? How are you supposed to find this target if you're not even going to tell us who it is? Dante asks if there are any identifying characteristics to this target. I'm sure you will find out once you get there. You're asking me questions I have no answer to, Dante. Don't waste your time. Okay, I'm gonna read that out louder because I could barely hear it. I'm sure you'll find out when you get there. You're asking me questions that I have no answers to, Dante. Don't waste your time. Well, off the bus all. I was somewhat wary of the way Virgilius answered me, but even in murky situations like these, we've always managed to pull through anyway. I'm sure things will get a little clearer once we get there. I slowly disembarked the bus with the rest of the sinners. Oh yeah, I used the charging if you're wondering why I have this eye despite being in the new event, it's because, I beat up Dong Bae again. Well, let's do this. I suppose this will be fine for let's do this.
기차와 같이 달려나가겠소!
That's one's headed for your name, Aniki. Don't worry about me. I'll handle him. Try not to get yourself killed, you got that? What a mess. We walked out of the bus and right into what appeared to be a battlefield of violent gang wars. Black cloaks flutter under the gray sky, and bloodthirsty blades crash violently. The bus had stopped not even 30 paces away from the thick of the battle. There, the Kurokumo clan? Kurokumo clan. I've heard of them before. I'm sure we've had some identities from that syndicate. Some identity cards said I could shoot too. They're a pretty large subsidiary of an even larger syndicate called the Thumb. I think the identities wore outfits similar to the ones they're wearing here. I think you're right, but who are they fighting? It's gotta be a strife. Heathcliff replied in a monotone voice, like he was reading from an encyclopedia. It ain't a rare sight to see syndicates fighting one another in the back streets. Must be something about street tax or some other trivial dispute. Leeches! Blood-sucking curs, seeking to oppress and exploit the weak with violence. Fie! There is nary a place these scum do not infest. It ain't anything new, lass. Most syndicates are like that. The only difference between them is how far they're willing to go. Like, right. There he is. Looks like that one over there. The one riding towards us. Heathcliff raised his bat and pointed at the approaching man. He wore the same outfit as the other Kurokumo clan members. The hell you looking at? Crowding like you're here to start shit? Gonna keep pointing that bat at me? You wanna go? Is that it? Hey, lower your weapon. Let's not do anything rash. No need to escalate this further, is there? Aldous stepped in to warn Heathcliff, but he did not bulge. Budge. He remained motionless, the bat still raised and pointing threateningly at the approaching man. I won't fucking edit that out later. Won't matter what we do here, it's a foregone conclusion that we're going to have to fight him? Right on, lad. They're in the middle of a strife. They'll be real sensitive about making it clear that this is their turf. What better way to do it than forcing some unwitting travelers to pay the toll for the road? Looks like we got a spot on here. The Kurokumo clan henchman strutted before us like he owned the place. Just as I began to wonder how dumb you could possibly be, you show your shrewd detective side. Gotta say, it's a real mystery. Ishmael muttered at Heathcliff, who was shrugging at us with an expression that clearly read, I told you so. Well, since you know you clowns already know how this works, let me get straight to the point. The toll is 500,000 AM per person. 500,000 AM? Listen here, 1, 2, 3. I count 13 of you here. And since you guys all rode in a bus, I'm sure there's a driver in there too. Don't just skimp out on us. Now, I'd like it if we did have to make this business messy by going through the bus ourselves. The Did you hear that, Dante? This is a totally highway. Did you hear that, Dante? This is totally a highway robbery. Kinda it is, isn't? Well, it didn't really matter how much they were asking for. I wasn't going to negotiate with them anyway. Ishmael turned and looked quietly in my direction. I nodded back. Halt! Halt! There! In the field of battle! Don Quixote pointed at something. There lies a rounded dame. We must make haste and rescue her. Thou wouldst agree, no? Just as Don Quixote said, I could catch a glimpse of someone bleeding out on the ground through the chaos of clashing blades and black cloaks. Oi! What did I say about this justice rubbish? This is syndicate turf war, right? Yeah? No one's more or less honorable. No one's more or less honorable than sorry. No one's more or less honorable than the other. Agreed. It is no complicated mathematics to expect unnecessarily allied casualties in this effort should we involve ourselves in this conflict. Alas, I do not wish to leave her behind so unoffended. I guess it's an improvement. In the early days of our adventure, we would have been dragged into this conflict 5 minutes ago thanks to Don Quixote's recklessly valiant rescue attempt. I suppose she's learned her lessons by trials of fire. She was starting to show restraint for once. But it's a bit different this time. Okay, so I do think that we have to help that woman, but... Huh? What? Manager? I didn't think that this was what that nod was about. No. I'm not saying that we should get involved just because it's the right thing to do or anything like that. If Virgilius was telling us the truth earlier, there is a chance that we were purposely made to drive right through the strife, which means that there must be something here they're expecting us to find. They're always putting us in danger's way for a reason, after all. I just have a feeling that the wooded woman might have something to tell us, maybe an intel of some kind. And if it turns out that we were supposed to get that intel from the Kumo clan and not that woman, then I suppose we'll have to beat it out of them. Oh, marvelous executive manager. I, Altus, am actually awestruck by your genius. Actually? Was she implying that her usual flattery is phony? I don't like the way you're treating the Kurokuma clan like we're some pack of stray dogs. And don't think I missed that sympathetic look you gave her, which can only mean that you clowns are chummy with the Blade Lineage. I could practically hear our negotiations, not that I was willing to negotiate in the first place, falling apart as the man drew his blade. A rational deliberation followed by a sensible decision. I will return my appreciation for your I have a problem pronouncing this word. Magnificent leadership with a flawless victory. All units, prepare for the battle! Alright. I'll be muting myself for this section.
나만 믿고 다들 집중해줘. 도움이 될 수 있을 거야.
탈출 개체 확인.
날 뛰어보라고!
방금 공격은 좋았어. 이대로만 계속해보면 좋을 텐데. 제압 개체가 비틀거리는 게 보이네. 아, 이대로 영영 움직이지 못하게 만들어보자.
피어나라.
방금 건 제대로 된 공격이 아니었는데. 혹시 너희들 중에 매뉴얼을 제대로 안 읽고 온 사람들이 있는 걸까? 우리가 우세를 점하고 있어. 하지만 여기서 방심하면 안 돼. 지휘팀이라면 완벽하고 빈틈없이 모든 걸 끝마쳐야 하지
개체가
않겠어?
약화되는 것 같습니다.
다시 못살게 구는 일은 없을 것이오.
우리가 우세를 점하고 있어. 하지만 여기서 방심하면 안 돼. 지휘팀이라면 완벽하고 빈틈없이 모든 걸 끝마쳐야 하지
다시
않겠어?
못살게 구는 일은 없을 것이오. 다시 못살게 구는 일은 없을 것이오.
와, 성공했어! 보여? 개체가 더 이상 움직이지 않네. 이대로 남은 대상들도 전부 움직일 수 없게 만들어보자.
탈출 개체 확인.
날 뛰어보라고!
걸려라.
피어나라.
맘.
우리가 우세를 점하고 있어. 하지만 여기서 방심하면 안 돼. 지휘팀이라면 완벽하고
피워보지.
빈틈없이 모든 걸 끝마쳐야 하지 않겠어?
다시 못살게 구는 일.
자, 한 건 했고,
다시 못살게 구는 일은
자,
없을
한
것이오.
건 했고.
Alright. S-A-S-A-D. All bark, no bite. Truly a disappointment. While the rest of the sinners were slowly recovering from the excitement of battle, Don Quixote did not waste a second before bolting forth to the woman's side. Hark! I must check thy pulse. Oh, you can check her pulse through her forehead? Didn't know that was possible. The lady lives. So this lass has intel we need. The sinners one by one began to gather around the woman. She was dressed in an all-black garb like the Kurokumo clan members, but her weapon and her outfit were unmistakable. But her weapon and her outfit were unmistakably distinct. Blade Lineage, huh? I looked around at the defeated Kurokumo clan members, then back at her. The difference became even more apparent. Don Quixote slowly and tragically shook her head after checking the pulse on others. Executive Manager, I have questioned some Kurokumo clan members during battle, but no notable intelligence has been gained. So it's just her. Then, well, my gut feeling proves me right. The lady doth appear to be the sole survivor. We must move her to the bus and administer first aid post haste. What dost thou say to that? Yeah, don't see any other way. We don't carry a first aid kit with us, and I can't turn the clock to healer, so... Merzalt, Do you mind carrying her back to the bus? I do not. Thus, we made our way back to the bus, Nursal carrying the dying Blade Lineage member. I see that you've hauled in another baggage. Virgilius didn't seem very happy about this. Manager, since when did bringing in unauthorized, unverified guests into our bus become such an acceptable practice? Angela! We had no choice. We have to save her first if we're going to get any answers out of her. Dante explains that this individual will be of no use to us deceased. If she carries the intel we need, then we must first ensure that she survives. On that, Faust agrees with Dante's decision. What's done is done. However, do be mindful of bringing in strangers onto this bus from now on, Dante. I had a feeling that Virgilius had much more to say than that, but he simply sighed and dropped the subject. Well, I believe the manager Esquire hath made a decision most just. Thanks. Just as I was starting to dread that this bus was doomed to be externally uncomfortable, Yi-sang emerged from the back door with good news. I have done what I can now, and before he even finished his sentence, the woman was awake.
개화하여
Winner, winner,
이
chicken
순간을
dinner!
어딘가에 담고 싶군.
정리 시간이다.
Alright, let's see. Where? TB, the bus. Welcome to the bus, and oh, we are... Enodachi? Ha! The Blade Lineage woman sprang from her prone position. Grabbing the sword next to her, she held the grip of her blade, ready to draw it at any moment. Identify yourself. Are you with the Kurokumo clan? No. So we're... Then why does that woman wield an odachi? She will not listen. We just kill her. Ryoshu! She pisses me off for two reasons. One, she refused to listen, making this conversation longer than it needed to be. Two, she dared to compare their scrap metals to my blade. Is there any reason for me not to proceed with her obliteration of forehead clock? Yeah, there is. She can't tell us anything if she's dead. Ryoshu often shows bursts of emotion in the most unexpected of times, but at least she listens when I ask her to, which is a relief. I suppose your blade is not exactly like theirs. Your uniform is certainly different. And you, who you might be, you certainly wear a rather loud timepiece. Are you able to communicate otherwise? They are a manager. The vocalization will not meet or reach your ears at all. I recognize that sense your voice carries. It's familiar. Even in the districts that I have resided in, have I not met fellows who speak as I do? Speak as you do indeed, yet I sense familiarity in your choice of verbiage. You must be from District 19, S-Corp, are you? Though I have fled, that is where I hail from. I see. So you have also left your home behind. My compatriots oft share the same fate as we do. Perhaps meeting someone from the same home district helped. The woman visibly relaxed before slumping down on a nearby chair. Her breathing was labored. My name is Yi-san. I have operated on the wounds you have suffered. Ah, so I have acted such brutishness, disliked your kindness. Please accept my apology. Sami, I ain't call me, I ain't do. I'm a Salsu from the Blade lineage from the lineage that deals in... Okay, hold on, I'm gonna have to get used to this way of speaking. Call me, I ain't do. I am a Salsu from the lineage that deals in blades. Oh, Dante, maybe we can leave the talking to Yi-Song this time? Looks like we can sit back and let him handle this. I nodded, replying quickly to Rhodia's whispers. If you're from District 19 S-Corp territory, then you must be aware of who we are. I am somewhat aware, though I am far from acquainted with tales from the streets. I have heard that the Blade lineage is bound to no master, no land. Yet whence do you flee? It's a tale far too long to be shared in full. All I may divulge is that we had no choice but to seek a territory for us to thrive in. Perhaps there is aught we could do to assist, should you deign to impart us the particulars of your pursuers. Engdu shot a weeping glance at all of us. Her eyes appeared heavy with crushing exhaustion. If you and your fellows were skilled enough to defeat these group of foes, then all of you must be quite capable. Kurokumo clan has put a bounty on our heads. Our mentor, my fellows, all of us. Hold on, this ain't just any other strife then? This sounds more personal than your usual turf war. As it's always been, District 19 is fraught with corruption and disturbance to the lives of the public. There is very little that us man and woman of the Blade who seek not else but to train and walk the path of martial arts can do to change the we now know as Salsifio Agro Industries, or S-Corp. Salpipio Agro Industries, Salsifio Agro Industries, Salsifio Agro Industries, Salsifio Agro Industries, Salsifio Agro Industries, or S-Corp. As the old saying goes, what other choice does a monk who harbors his temple have but to leave it behind? Thus, we have departed from our home. So the people of S-Corp suffer still. We had departed in search of a new home, yet it was no easy journey. Most territories have already been made home by others. In order for us to settle, conflict was unavoidable. In the midst of all those conflicts, I have the memory of our mentor bringing us an invitation to enter a library of sorts. Blah da 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 ba ba da 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 ba da. Okay, I can't. How do I sing Keither? Virgilius, who had been sitting quietly with one leg over the other on a chair far from the rest of us, visibly reacted. I think I remember the word library always gets a genuine reaction out of Virgilius. You have the memory. Quite an odd way to phrase your own recollections. We arrived at the library, hoping to escape the Kurokumo clan's clutches, but all we had done was to lead ourselves into another field of battle. We were handily defeated. Then all of a sudden, we found ourselves stranded in the back streets of T-Corp. Upon our awakening, the bizarreness of such an experience can only be described as an expression just as odd. Ah! Mentor Bamboo had a Kim! Her eyes suddenly widened mid-sentence. Engu leaped from her seat. I believe that our mentor remains there still. We must make haste to Yongjin building. Be not so hasty. Such wild movements may tear the wounds that I have. Huh? What the heck? Is she dead? It's no surprise that sunrise in blood pressure in lieu of blood supply would cause one to faint. She has merely lost her consciousness. Phew. You're right, manager. She did have some useful intel for us. Yongjin Building. I suppose we have some business there then. Maybe, but I'm not sure. I don't know what this has to do with our mission, if any. Or maybe it's that library that we should. Danger, danger. Bunch of people in Mephi's way, swinging swords around black clothes. Passengers, move out. Protect Mephi. Executive Manager. They appear to be Kumo Clam's reinforcements. Well, what can we do? We'll have to think about this later. For now, let's take care of the reinforcements.
오늘도 즐거운 하루의 시작이네. 그렇지? 잠시만, 볼륨 좀 확인해볼게. 대답 소리가 잘 들리지 않아서. 내 앞을 막을 자는 없어!
피어나라.
오늘도 즐거운 하루의 시작이네. 그렇지? 잠시만, 볼륨 좀 확인해볼게. 대답 소리가 잘 들리지 않아서.
흐드러졌구려.
우리가 우세를 점하고 있어. 하지만 여기서 방심하면 안 돼.
내가 눈에
지휘팀이라면
새겨줄.
완벽하고 빈틈없이 모든 걸 끝마쳐야 하지 않겠어? 자, 한 건 했고.
Loser.
우리가 우세를 점하고 있어. 하지만 여기서 방심하면 안 돼. 지휘팀이라면
뭐지?
완벽하고 빈틈없이 모든 걸 끝마쳐야 하지 않겠어?
다시 못살게 구는 일은 없을 것이오.
Die.
와, 성공했어! 보여? 개체가 더 이상 움직이지 않네. 이대로 남은 대상들도 전부
피
움직일 수
뭐지?
없게 만들어보자. 걸려라.
흐드러졌구려.
날 뛰어보라고!
대체 탈출 개체가 정리되었습니다.
우리가 우세를 점하고 있어.
Death.
하지만 여기서
내가 눈에
방심하면 안 돼.
새겨주지.
지휘팀이라면 완벽하고 빈틈없이 모든 걸 끝마쳐야 돼. 자, 한 건 했고. 방금 공격은 좋았어. 이대로만 계속해보면 좋을 텐데.
I feel like T-Corp is just an excuse just to get better at architecture drawing.
개화하였구려. 이 순간을
Just a
어딘가에
thought, though.
담고 싶군.
The uninvited. Tiredness. Hey guys, I'm gonna have to go take a break soon. Later though. Don't worry.
돈 벌러 가자.
Is that green? I see green. Why is there green? There shouldn't be green.
오늘도 즐거운 하루의 시작이네. 그렇지? 잠시만, 볼륨 좀 확인해볼게.
탈출 개체
대답
확인.
소리가 잘 들리지 않아서.
벌써 끝나가는군.
개체의 상태가 좋지 않아 보여. 이 틈을 파고들어서 완벽하게 제압시켜보자. 내 앞을 막을 자는 없어!
개체가 약화된 것 같습니다.
제압 개체가 비틀거리는 게 보이네. 아, 이대로 영영 움직이지 못하게 만들어보자.
키워보지.
차! 우리가 우세를 점하고 있어. 하지만 여기서 방심하면 안 돼. 가자! 지휘팀이라면 완벽하고 빈틈없이 모든 걸 끝마쳐야 하지 않겠어? 자!
다시 못살게 구는 일은 없을 것이오.
탈출 개체가 정리되었습니다.
와! 방금 너무 근사한 일격이었는데? 관리자님에게 우수한 평가를 받을 수 있겠어.
씹는 맛이 있는데?
와! 성공했어! 보여? 개체가 더 이상 움직이지 않네. 이대로 남은 대상들도
피워보지.
전부 움직일 수 없게 만들어보자.
날 뛰어보라고!
개체들의 체력이 많이 깎여나갔어. 괴로워하는 게 느껴지지 않아? 이 기세로 계속 나아가보자. 걸려라.
제압 완료.
방금 공격은 좋았어. 이대로만 계속해보면 좋을 텐데.
피어나라. 피어나라.
헛!
아까의 공격으로 인해서 대상에게 많은 피해를 입혔어. 적들이 충분히 나약해졌다는 거지. 끝을
피워보지.
내도 될 것 같아. 자, 한 건 했고.
탈출 개체가 정리되었습니다.
Only to be greeted by an unfamiliar face. There was a woman sitting in frontmost seat of our bus. Interesting guide. I believe that we've both made it clear that no guests are to board the bus without prior consultation. That discuss was not even an hour ago, in fact. Yes, we did. Now outsiders, to be exact. Isn't it clear as day as to who she is? I noticed that she was wearing a dark blue uniform with the logo CLEAR emblazoned on her chest. Are you from the LCCB? LCCA, the after team, manager clock. Right. I could see that she was wearing a red emblem on her shoulder. Huh? Wait. Can't she hear what you're saying? No, don't have any talent in TikTok interpretations either, but it was pretty easy to tell with that blank stupid look they were giving me. That is not dark blue uniform. What the fuck are you talking about? Don't you even have the common decency to mince your... Ishmael scowled, about to tell the woman off, until she coughed and collected herself. Maybe she suddenly recalled her old attitude. I am Team Leader Kaiman, Limbus Company's clearance after team. Normal Operations Unit 2. I don't think I've ever seen anyone from the after team in person. Of course not. All of that All that them blokes do is sweeping in to pick up the spoils after we've done all the hard work. Let me set some things clear, backstreets mutt. What? The after team is charged with cleaning up the mess you ungrateful waste of lives leave behind. Sweeping in to pick up the spoils? No, we do the very difficult work of sweeping your stinking shit under the rug. Waste of lives? Is that how you guys sees us? Oh, that's not all wastes of lives, bumpacause. The most expensive bus in the world, meat shields maniacs with more luck than they deserve. And then some. That doesn't seem like the most relevant conversation topic for now, though. You litter, you better change your tone, and if you give me one reason to, then I will. Unfortunately, it is my personal philosophy to be stubbornly set in my ways, unless if I'm given a good reason to change. Wait, why do you look like Yesod? Sure, it's your job to collect the golden bows no matter what, but I'm having a lot of trouble scourging up even an ounce of respect for a group of half-wit idiots who don't give a damn about the people who have to clean up after them. That's enough, Team Leader Kaiman. Very well. I wasn't sent here to reprimand them. I'm here to relay the orders from the head office. The head? Kaiman produced an envelope, opened it, and pulled out a paper from within. She began to read it out loud. LCB, additional mission assignment prior to T-Corp Golden Bowl retrieval operation. 1. Eliminate and or secure the distortion in the area. 2. Recover the monolith, an artifact in the shape of a black stele from the same site. A monolith? What's this now? Distortion? Are you saying that they've already restored it? I told ya he was restored. There was a dungeon. How would you... Anyways, I don't know. Limbus company clearance is not a part of this extra operation. I was merely ordered to relay this information to you as I happened to be taking care of some other job in T-Corp. I believe that our one and only mission was to recover the golden bones. Since when did it become our job to play errand boy fixers? Silence now. Besides, I don't see what the difference is between an average errand boy and your team. All you ever do is picking up and delivering the golden bows, no? Right. I guess the after team is full of grouches like you, huh? Rodian grumbled at like she was imagining a department full of Kaimans. Kaiman quietly took a sweeping look at the complaining sinners and then approached me. Manager Clock. Yes? Can't hear what you're saying anyways, so listen. Allow me to kindly explain some things for you and your minions, since all of you appear to be so out of the loop. Kaiman crossed her arms and leaned against the bus seat as though she was about to start a lecture. LCB's primary objective is to retrieve the golden bows, yes, can't deny that, but parading around telling everyone that Limbus company specializes in retrieving the golden bows would be stupid, don't you think? And it's not exactly the most lucrative business, if at all. I suppose so. I've been wondering about the company's finance for a while. Where do we even get our funding from? Well, there is no need to concern yourself with the company's finances. We have much more than enough capital to do whatever we want. What the company really lacks, however, is public standing and a cause. A cause. Limbus company decided to find our cause in distortions. No significant organization has yet taken charge of managing instances of distortion phenomenon. I mean, Carmen's shit stains. Foss told me some time ago that it hasn't been long since the distortions began appearing in the city. Limbus company is building our reputation as a professional distortion prevention and control company that doubles as a research center for the distortion phenomenon. which means that we need to produce real results in more ways than one, that is. You know, something interesting that I've heard from the Project Moon Discord is Lobotomy Corporation 2, a sequel to Lobotomy Corporation. Perhaps the distortions shall be our singularity? Did I hear this one? I did hear this epidemic of distortion phenomena can be pretty annoying to deal with. No one has properly defined what these distortions truly are. This means that not many are willing to jump into dealing with this new phenomenon blind. So allow me to give you an explanation. Distortions are Carmen's shit stains. Shit stains, and Carmen is the shit itself. So Carmen basically talks to people in their weakest moments or just randomly, and then she just tells them to yo, you should change. I'm your therapist. You should change. You should become better. So distortion is accepting that advice. Egos, however, is fuck it, we ball. And just stay the same. Become Sigma male. Yeah. That's basically what distortions are, and egos. We did hear that some are preparing to launch an association primarily dealing with distortions, but that's all it is, an association. We intend to deal with it on a corporate level. Right, but how's that any of our business? What reason do we have to go out of our way to tussle with those distortions? Here's how's your business. The order came all the way from the top, the highest authority of our company. Don't they teach you how to follow orders in the slums? That suds it. You're not leaving this bus alive. Manager. Kaiman ignored Heathcliff, who was visibly fuming, and turned to face me. My attitude towards your minions and the company's attitude towards them, it all depends on the choices you make in your leadership. With that, she produced an envelope from under her arm and handed it over. At the end of the day, though, the choice is yours. Your men aren't completely wrong. If we would like to focus solely on your primary mission, the Gondos, then it's fine. It's not like the company's gonna kick you out and your meat shield's out. But do understand that the company's treatment of the sinners may change depending on what you decide to do here. Virgilius stands quietly, his eyes shut. Now then, Red Gaze, I'll be taking my leave now. Until next time. Fine, but next time, I'd prefer it if you watch your language. These meat shields are still under my guidance, so try not to disturb me as well, huh? Well, that depends on what the manager does, doesn't it? Excuse me. She left, leaving nothing but the awkward silence behind. Is she gone? Bloody prick. After that brief moment of quiet, everybody began sighing and complaining as though they'd just been ungagged. Almost burst a blood vessel listening to all that. I thought I'd soften my temper with age. Still though, good work keeping things non-violent, guys. I don't think she said anything wrong though. I found her manner of speech quite inconvenient. There was no need to unnecessarily read between the lines. I had trouble understanding her and organizing my thoughts accordingly. Had little trouble organizing my thoughts and her lines easily. I guess that's one way of looking at things, but I gotta read this again, because I think I fucked up. I had little trouble understanding her and organizing my thoughts accordingly. I guess that's one way of looking at things. Anyway, she's right that we really don't have much say in the matter. If the company asks us to do our jobs, we do our jobs. I don't have anything to add myself. I have no issues following with orders. Yeah, I agree with you guys. I tried my best to cheer up the sinners as I opened the envelope she left behind. not much of note was in here. One old-fashioned walkie-talkie, a bunch of signed and stamped paperwork, and... Huh? Mission location. Youngjin Building. Let's go, Chara. Youngjin. Right, Ferg. Got it. I'm feeling it. Biz. Here we go. Vroom, vroom. Judging by their lack of surprise, both Charon and Virgilius already knew where to go. The bus took off. Hold up, I gotta message some people real quick. Where is this?
제압 완료. 경보에는 익숙해지시는 게 좋을 겁니다. 아직 50일까지 많은 날이 남은 것을 파우스트는 알고 있으니까요.
Alright. Let's continue on. 130! Alright, first, let's see. What can we do with all our stuff? What's this cube? Kevin? No, I don't play Fortnite anymore. Alright, so I might run out of stuff, so just in case. Whatever, once I get to the ultimate, I'll be able to grind all I want. Interesting. Oh. Huh. Interesting. Let me see. Do I do? Yes, I do. But you're not trained. You are not prepared for the grind. I don't have a poise yet. Hold on, I'm gonna make a poise.
몸이 찌뿌둥하던 참이었어. 때려 부수러 갈 시간이다.
Where the hell is all of this? Well, I have a lot of stuff to do, I suppose. One, two, three, four, five. Not six, like other things. But we're not fighting
돈
for
벌러
this, so
가자.
let's do this.
나만 믿고 다들 집중해줘. 도움이 될 수 있을 거야.
죄를 새겨주겠어.
나만 믿고 다들 집중해줘. 도움이 될 수 있을 거야.
내가 눈에 새겨주지.
왕자오.
방금 공격은
날
좋았어.
뛰어보라고!
이대로만 계속해보면 좋을 텐데. 지금이 기회인 것
Here we
같소.
are. And it's lore relevant, so. Why are you guarding, huh? Why are you guarding? Why are you guarding?
우리가 우세를 점하고 있어. 하지만 여기서 방심하면 안 돼. 지휘팀이라면 완벽하고 빈틈없이
내가
모든 걸
눈에
끝마쳐야 하지
새겨주지.
않겠어?
맘.
와! 방금 우리가 우세를 점하고 있어. 하지만 여기서
Full
방심하면 안 돼.
table, wow.
지휘팀이라면
내 앞을 막을 수는
완벽하고
없어!
빈틈없이 모든 걸 끝마쳐야 하지 않겠어? 지금이 기회인 것 같소.
Go get him.
씹는 맛이 있는데?
와! 성공했어! 보여? 개체가 더 이상 움직이지 않네.
Let's finish it off.
이대로
with a
남은
bang, shall
대상들도
we?
전부 움직일 수 없게 만들어보자. 걸려라.
Ain't no way.
날 뛰어보라고!
개체들의 체력이 많이 깎여 나갔어. 괴로워하는 게 느껴지지 않아? 이 기세로 계속 나아가 보자.
다음은 어디요? 제대로
혈이 왕자오.
아까의 공격으로 인해서 대상에게 많은 피해를 입혔어. 적들이 충분히 나약해졌다는 거지. 가자! 끝을 내도 될 것 같아.
제대로 찝었군. 제압 완료. 다음은 어디요? 다음은
That
어디요?
was already over. Well done.
제압 완료. 경보에는 익숙해지시는 게 좋을 겁니다. 아직 50일까지 많은 날이 남은 것을 파우스트는 알고 있으니까요.
그대, 이 검이 필요하오.
Something continued to nag at the back of my mind during the frequent stops and combat encounters. There was just this one thing I could not understand. This is pretty much expected from Virgilius at this point, but if he already knew where we were going, then why would it hurt to tell us for once? I murdered myself while looking towards the back of the bus where Angdu slept. She was still out cold. Come on, Faust. I legitimately think that this is something we have to talk about. Can you please relay my question to Virgilius? If you won't do it, then I will. A journey can't always be sunshines and rainbows. Some friction is necessary. You there, guy? Alice relayed my question, then began to share some of her own grievances with Virgilius. A lot of her own grievances. Are you finished? Well, you're not wrong. I did hear most of the details through the radio. And here's why I didn't tell you in advance. It's because you are the kind of people who would never learn until the problem crashes through your front door. Would you have done anything differently if you knew in advance? It will only serve to give you an excuse to whine about it. So there it is. What now, manager? Will you refuse this mission? How could I? They're already treating us like dirt. If I refuse this, I can't imagine how worse it'll get. I'm sure you're thinking, how could I? And you'd be right. I can tell from the way he's looking at me that he already knew what I was going to say. I'm starting to wonder if he really can't hear me. Ah, our guest is awake. You should go and ask her for directions, manager. Sharon's intuition can only take us so far. Again, this would only have gone much smoother if we had been told where we were going from the start. But like always, Virgilius felt the need to add comments like that before shutting me down and turning away. He had already closed his eyes. Allow me to explicate our present circumstances to her. Yi-san got up with an awkward smile in an attempt to clear the air. After some time, Yi-san seemed to have successfully explained our circumstances to Aindu. She was standing next to Sharon, trying to give her proper directions. She also told us that as long as we assisted her with her mission, she wouldn't mind taking the black stele for ourselves. Turn to the right. There! They've already set up camp there! People dressed in Kurokumo clan garbs were wandering around the building, standing guard before its entrance. I have to... mentor bamboo-headed Kim! Delaying further will only allow the distortion to grow more powerful. We must enter the building as soon as possible. Aindu had already leaped out of the bus and was rushing in with her weapon drawn. We quickly followed suit.
오늘도 즐거운 하루의 시작이네. 그렇지?
So this is the place,
잠시만,
huh?
볼륨 좀 확인해 볼게. 대답 소리가 잘 들리지
Looks like
않아서.
shit. What the fuck?
가자! 개체의 상태가 좋지 않아 보여. 이 틈을 파고들어서 완벽하게 제압시켜보자.
죄를 새겨주겠소.
날 뛰어보라고!
제압 개체가 비틀거리는 게 보이네. 아, 이대로 영영 움직이지 못하게 만들어보자.
I feel like the difficulty spike is vertical again.
방금 공격은 좋았어. 이대로만 계속해보면 좋을 텐데.
난자오.
차!
탈퇴 개체가 저는 마음.
흉터의 결과요.
다음은 어디요? 와,
Wave 2
성공했어!
doesn't matter.
보여?
We'll win.
개체가 더 이상 움직이지 않네.
So why
이대로
try
남은
to delay
대상들도
the
전부 움직일 수 없게 만들어보자. 내 앞을 막을 자는 없어! 걸려라!
Imagine if I was my own announcer. I wonder how it would be. Should I try voice acting myself as a, announcer? My own self-announcer? I wonder how well that would go. I feel like it would be, I don't know, goofy. Just me rambling again.
흉터의 결과요.
우리가 우세를
Let's
점하고
get 'em.
있어. 하지만 여기서 방심하면 안 돼. 지휘팀이라면 완벽하고 빈틈없이 모든 걸 끝마쳐야 하지 않겠어?
Wait, why are you here? Why do you have your health? You don't deserve it. Give that to us.
흉터의 결과요.
날 뛰어보라고!
Give us your help.
맘.
No way.
우리가
you
우세를
don't
정하고
want
있어.
here. Die.
그럼 여기서
지켜주겠어.
방심하면 안 돼. 지휘팀이라면 완벽하고 빈틈없이 모든 걸 끝마쳐야 하지 않겠어?
Damn it. Looks like this was the last. Looks like this was the last one of them. Ah, the aroma of blood. Some splattered flesh, some old and growing vicious. I can already tell that there will be a collage of different blood splatters waiting for me in there. I'm excited to see this collection for myself. This one expresses brutal thoughts with such nonchalance as one uses about their next meal. Whichever may be the case, the way is open. We must move with haste. Engdu did not hesitate for a second before disappearing into the building's entrance. Man, I'm impressed by her energy. Wasn't she knocked out cold just a few minutes ago? It is sheer willpower that moves her. What other choice does she have when her superiors is captured? Huh. From the name alone, I expected Yongjin building to be much taller than just 6 floors, building and all. It is a common naming convention in the back streets. I looked up towards the rooftop of the building Honolulu was looking at, and suddenly grew curious. What time is it right now? Need a mirror? My head doesn't actually tell time, you know. It is 2:10 in the afternoon. 2 p.m. 2 a.m. It's not midday, but it's not supposed to be this dark, is it? 2 in the afternoon. 2 p.m. It's not midday, so it's not supposed to be this dark, is it? How is it gloomy and dark at 2 p.m.? I'm starting to lose my sense of time in here. Seems particularly darker around this area we're in. Well, compared to the smoke war days, it's still bright as a sunny day. Huh, I suppose that's true. The back streets of T-Corp are known to be in a perpetual state of murkiness. Their machines ceaselessly discharge heavy plumes of smoke, which clouds the skies. That and the constant color drainage keeps the back streets of T-Corp dark and dreary. Of course, I must inform you that the conditions have improved somewhat after the smoke war due to the various extenuating prohibitive conditions introduced by the outcome of that war that limits the production of smoke. Before the war, we have no time for idle chatter. Come now! We hurried towards Engdu Urgent's cry. There were more Blade Lineage bastards left. What the? The last took him all out already. They were nothing but mewing minions. The sight of their bravado ill-matched their immature skills. They foolishly decided to stand their ground instead of retreating upstairs. An electric buzz of sorts played from the radio I had stashed in my clothes. Is someone calling on this radio? The sound became much clearer when I unfolded the antenna from the radio. LCD here! LCD here! Can you hear me? Acknowledge! Come on! LCD here! LCD here! Come on! Acknowledge now! The voice coming from the other end of the radio was upbeat, to put it mildly, and very chaotic. Okay, I have to press this button, right? We'll talk, but it's not like you can hear. Ahaha! They actually tick-tock. Alright, I called you for a reason. I'm just calling to relay a message, so don't bother responding, yeah? Okay. We don't have much time, so let me keep it short. Remember that black stele you guys were sent to retrieve? The monolith? I'm picking up a super huge bump in the monolith signal in the area near you. The signal can force people to distort, for your information. Force people to distort? We have to contain it before that seeping signal goes completely out of control, okay? Ah, what the heck is this? Oh, my bad. I got some stuff going on here, too. You know? Anyways, I gotta keep this short, so let me just emphasize that the time of essence is here. Over and out! The call dropped before any of us had the chance to say anything. She's, pretty lively, huh? We don't have nuts! We don't have time to sit around dumbfounded, clockhead. Let's crack on! Everyone? I think the elevator's broken. I see that you and your fellows now have a reason to hurry. I say that we break through their lines and rise through the stairwell. What say you? We don't have a choice. Come on, let's go! I put the radio back in my pocket and began running up the stairs. Alright.
제압 완료. 경보에는 익숙해지시는 게 좋을 겁니다. 아직 50일까지 많은 날이 남은 것을 파우스트는 알고 있으니까요.
So we started off here. And then we drove all the way over here. And then we're supposed to go up here and fight this motherfucking distortion. Wait, how much missions do we have to go? Oh, 6. Just like you
싱싱한
said.
풀이 보이네.
Oh man. Phew, seriously. The stairwell is the real challenge, isn't it? Not the Kurokumo clan, guys. Curious, is it not? Huh, what is? That they filled the stairwell full of weaklings who clearly don't know what they're doing. Perhaps they weren't trying to stop us from going upstairs. Perhaps they were afraid of retreating upstairs. No, it can't be. Engdu's expression darkened. Maybe she had an inkling of a bad omen. Dost thou worry for thy mentor? Don Quixote carefully side-led to Engdu's side with a sympathetic expression. How could I not? What kind of, Mr. Bamboo-Headed Kim, what? Engdu's appeared conflicted, as though she was having trouble organizing her own thoughts. She shook her head and sighed. He was a steadfast man. Protected what needed protecting. Killed what needed killing. He was always one of the Blade Lineage's finest. I dare say that he was one of the most skilled swordsmen within the lineage. A man of few words who always thought to take good care of those under his wings. If only he had made that decision, my fellows would have met not such a terrible fate. Oh. Sinclair half opened his mouth, apparently curious about what that decision might have been. But he realized that this was probably not the time to pry and quietly close his own mouth. Whichever may be the case, I have no choice but to make haste. Then, we have no choice but to make haste with her. Alright, I'm gonna mute for this one.
나만 믿고 다들 집중해줘. 도움이 될 수 있을 거야. 내 앞을 막을 자는 없어!
벌써 끝나가는 거.
개체의 상태가 좋지 않아 보여. 이 틈을 파고들어서 완벽하게
죄를
제압시켜보자.
새겨주겠어.
No way, Isang, you lineage of the
날
failed to
뛰어보라고!
attack your
개체의
enemy.
상태가 좋지 않아 보여.
Your
이 틈을
rival?
파고들어서 완벽하게 제압시켜보자.
Real?
깡참!
흉터의 결과야.
씹는 맛이
지금이 기회인 것 같소. 우리가 우세를 점하고 있어. 하지만 여기서 방심하면 안 돼. 지휘팀이라면 완벽하고 빈틈없이 모든 걸 끝마쳐야 하지 않겠어?
내가 눈에 새겨주지.
더 날 뛰어보라고.
아,
탈출 개체가 점령되었습니다.
흉터의 결과요.
다음은 어디요? 와, 성공했어! 보여?
wait.
개체가 더 이상
Wait.
움직이지 않네. 이대로 남은 대상들도 전부 움직일 수 없게 만들어보자. 내 앞을 막을 자는 없어!
NVW.
더 날 뛰어보라고.
개체들의 체력이 많이 깎여 나갔어. 괴로워하는 게 느껴지지 않아? 이 기세로 계속 나아가보자. 방금 공격은 좋았어. 이대로만 계속해보면 좋을 텐데. 걸려라.
더 날 뛰어보라고.
걸려라.
제압 완료.
아까의 공격으로 인해서 대상에게 많은
눈에
피해를
새겨줘.
입혔어. 적들이 충분히 나약해졌다는 거지. 자, 끝을 내도 될 것 같아.
Victory. Why are they bald?
근육이 신나서 날뛰는 건 더 해치울 거 없어? 난 이제 시작인데.
Win for us.
싱싱한 풀이 보이네.
오늘도 즐거운 하루의 시작이네. 그렇지? 잠시만. 볼륨 좀 확인해 볼게.
죄를
대답 소리가 잘
새겨주겠어.
들리지 않아서. 제압 개체가 비틀거리는 게 보이네. 아, 이대로 영영 움직이지 못하게 만들어보자.
탈출 개체 확인.
나만 믿고 다들 집중해줘. 도움이 될 수 있을 거야.
깡총.
탈출 개체가 점령되었습니다.
지금이 기회인 것 같소.
혈이 난자오.
우리가 우세를 점하고 있어. 하지만 여기서 방심하면 안 돼. 지휘팀이라면 완벽하고
죄를
빈틈없이
새겨주겠어.
모든 걸 끝마쳐야 하지 않겠어?
흉터의 결과요.
우리가 우세를 점하고 있어. 하지만 여기서 방심하면 안 돼.
깡총.
지휘팀이라면 완벽하고 빈틈없이 모든 걸 끝마쳐야 하지 않겠어?
탈출 개체가 점령되었습니다.
와, 방금 너무 근사. 와, 성공했어. 보여? 개체가 더 이상 움직이지 않네. 이대로 남은 대상들도 전부 움직일 수 없게 만들어보자.
탈출 개체 확인.
방금 공격은 좋았어. 이대로만 계속해보면 좋을 텐데. 걸려라. 달려라 루시한테. 정의는 승리한다.
모든 걸 걷어들일 순 없었어. 제압 완료.
우리가 우세를 점하고 있어. 하지만 여기서 방심하면 안 돼. 지휘팀이라면 완벽하고
죄를
빈틈없이
새겨주겠어.
모든 걸 끝마쳐야 하지 않겠어?
제압 완료.
흉터의 결과요.
자, 한 건 했고.
There we go. No one does that to my boy Heat.
제압 완료. 경보에는 익숙해지시는 게 좋을 겁니다. 아직 50일까지 많은 날이 남은 것을 파우스트는 알고 있으니까요.
Another one.
그대, 이 검이 필요하오.
What?
오늘도 즐거운 하루의 시작이네. 그렇지? 잠시만. 볼륨 좀 확인해 볼게.
끼어들지
대답 소리가
마.
잘 들리지 않아서.
한참.
검은 아직 벼려
Oh,
있어.
never mind. He is level 40.
내가 눈에 새겨주지.
날 뛰어보라고.
제대로 찝었군. 우리가 우세를 점하고 있어. 하지만 여기서 방심하면 안 돼. 지휘팀이라면 완벽하고 빈틈없이 모든 걸 끝마쳐야 하지 않겠어? 내 앞을 막을 자는 없어!
흉터의 결과요.
씹는 맛이 있는데.
다음은 어디요? 제대로 찝었군.
맘.
Rip and tear.
와, 성공했어! 보여? 개체가 더 이상 움직이지 않네. 이대로 남은
What?
대상들도 전부 움직일 수 없게 만들어보자.
Ida, the horse is here. Shit, now they're tense. Ida, the horse here.
내 앞을 막을 자는 없어!
날 뛰어보라고.
개체들의 체력이 많이 깎여 나갔어. 괴로워하는 게 느껴지지 않아? 이 기세로
달려라.
계속 나아가보자. 자, 한 건 했고. 방금 공격은 좋았어. 이대로만 계속해보면 좋을 텐데.
벌써 끝났다.
아까의 공격으로 인해서 대상에게 많은 피해를 입혔어. 적들이 충분히 나약해졌다는 거지. 끝을 내도 될 것 같아.
죄를 새겨주겠어.
제대로 찝었군.
대체가 약화되는 것 같습니다. 헛!
Never will be a chance for you to
우리가
attack.
우세를 점하고 있어. 내 앞을 막을 여기서 방심하면 안 돼.
다음은 어디요?
진입팀이라면 완벽하고 빈틈없이 모든 걸 끝마쳐야 하지 않겠어?
Did we just fight the Pekatula? Yes. Their appearances are rather dissimilar from ones we have encountered before. They appear to have grown more equipped. They are evolutions of each Pekatula. The kind of Pekatula one transforms into depends on the type of sin that one has embodied in life, so it's no surprise that there may be variations to them. But we've never encountered anything like them before. Collecting the gold bows could have expedited the Pekatula growth process. Those bows, they really have something to do with everything, huh? Our job is starting to look a lot more serious. Right, that reminds me. These Pekatula are each supposed to represent some kind of sin, right? Sin. My thoughts grow distant all of a sudden. No, the sinners grows distant while my thoughts. The sinners grow distant while my thoughts draw nearer. Their voices grow muffled. The word sin feels oddly unfamiliar to me. It appears that they have lost their sense of self, their original forms now forgotten to oblivion. Self. Aren't distortions kind of similar to that? Some people become distortions, and some people become Pekatula. I wonder what the difference is. I think I know. Planted in the hearts of all are seeds with ever-present potential to bloom. Executive manager? What'd you say? File talked over you, so I couldn't hear. If you would allow me to continue, maintaining the self, even at times of extreme stress, could cause one to evolve into distortion, and when the light of that day descends upon the hearts of every human, blooming the seeds buried deep within. Manager? If one's self is devoured by their sins, they were born into the form of the distorted, their image reflecting the absolute true self. Carmen, shut the fuck up! Dante, what is... If one withstands the... Yet, their sins, the heart... What the hell? Clockhead, what the bloody hell are you talking about? I ill like the sound of that. Has something gone awry with the pursuit head? Yet if one seeks to bear the blah blah blah, the one shout of their original hearts. Ego? Is that what you're speaking of? And then the world perceives your own the blah 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 shall be unveiled to blah 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 their egos blah 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 to be melted into the dream, but the power of sin. Huh? They're trying to talk more about like... Huh? Manager, your head! Executive manager, your head's on fire! Oh, what a blaze. I think they're about to explode. Only those who can define their own self. Boy, we gotta do something about Clockett before he bites it. Got any bright ideas, lass? I don't know. I don't know what to do. Only those who are awakened to their own dream. You Storching! I thought that the manager squeezed out your flaming head was merely for style, for I had not once felt such heat from it. Faust, what if they accidentally activate the self-destruct sequence? This heat, if you don't douse it now, it's going to melt everything around them. Yes, the operating principles are the same. Dante is very the gold bows connected to the roots of the sapling planted in the subterranean area of the headquarters. Say that. Who gives a shit about the bows? We gotta douse the flames on their head. Water. Does one have water? We must make haste and douse the flames. Doomsday clock? Sometime later. Pray tell, art thou recovered? My eyes, if had eyes, that is, opened slowly. I was lying on the ground, surrounded by sinners. What happened? Do you not recall what just had transpired? I guess I don't. I do remember walking up the stairs and suddenly feeling really dizzy. Executive manager must visit the workshop to get that looked as soon as we return. Huh? Workshop? Did I malfunction or something? Don't talk about them like you're talking about some machine. Either way, there isn't anything we can do about what just happened. Not here. We can discuss this later once we return. What just transpired does not seem to pose any hindrance to our mission. Hey, Du, where is? She has advanced without us. While I remain cautious yet concerned about your condition, we must reconvene with her. The situation calls for urgency. Yeah, okay. There was a lot I didn't understand, but since we're in the middle of an operation, let's deal with this first. Hold on, I accidentally opened something.
근육이 신나서 날뛰는 건 더 해치울 거 없어? 난 이제 시작인데.
The summit.
싱싱한 풀이 보이네.
Why did this have to break? Why now? There was a nervous-looking man on top of the stairs, on the upmost floor of the building. I could immediately tell that this man was unlike any other foe he'd faced in this building. It's better be quiet there. Note that thing, at least he's good. He kept looking to his pocket watch as though he was expecting something awful to come out of that door. He is this garb, which highly resembles the Kurokumo clan standard outfits, suggests that he is a relevant individual in this case. It's possible to extrapolate from his outfit that he is of higher rank than any other foe we have defeated on the course of this mission. Then, before I even had the chance to suggest waiting for a bit to come up with a strategy, Aintu was already charging at me. You must be a captain of the Kurokumo clan. What the? You wish to hunt the blade lineage? Very well. Here I stand before you. Face my blade. I suppose this means that all my men are dead, huh? I'd toss you to that office if I could, but the merchandise is still in there. Come on. Suppose I've got no choice but to fight. Allow me to introduce myself. Then you can tell me who you are. Name's June, captain of the boys you killed. Ingdu, Salsu of the Lineage of Blades, a follower of Mentor Bamboo Hat Kid. The hallway before the door falls silent. It as calm as a winter dawn. The two warriors, blade drawn, began to take cautious steps. It's as though they were attempting to gauge the distance between each other. Ha! There was a sudden flash. When I came to my senses, the pair had suddenly switched sides, facing away from each other. That was flash. Come on, that's it, huh? Miss Ingdu. It appears to have been Ingdu's defeat. She fell to her knees. I mean, I was just getting started. I'm surprised I didn't need energy left for that attack. God. She's been fighting the Kumo clan henchmen on the front lines before we even had the chance to catch up. No wonder she's exhausted. I also must remind you that she was on the verge of death not so long ago. She has overexerted herself. Whether is you gonna fight me too? It certainly seems fair, me against all of you. This June rested his blade on his shoulder with an annoyed scowl. I could tell from his single that clash against Ingdu that he wasn't going to go down so easily. Well, I don't like the fact that we're all ganging up against this one guy. You got one loudest clock for a head. What even is that? Is this some local Teen Corp clock shaped prosthetic fashion or something? It is a clock, right? You there. Is that clock head on time? Mate, what do you think? That clock ain't for telling time. Huh? And what'd you decapitate yourself for? What a useless clock. Okay then. Any of you got a timepiece? A clock? A watch? Anyone? My stupid watch broke again. The sinners wordlessly begin to surround you. I guess not. Are any of you even wearing a watch? You must be all insane, stunting about without timepiece. Even if I did, I'd hardly find it within myself to show it to thee. You're all really getting on my nerves. You know what? That's it. I'll be in deep shit if I let anyone there anyway. So come and get me. I'll cut you down if it's the last thing I do. Conquers hockey?
나만 믿고 다들 집중해줘. 도움이 될 수 있을 거야.
깡총!
Shit, you got hands.
개체의 상태가 좋지 않아 보여. 이 틈을 파고들어서 완벽하게 제압시켜보자.
탈출 개체 확인.
Come on, man. Fight like you mean it.
오늘도 즐거운 하루의 시작이네. 그렇지? 잠시만. 볼륨 좀 확인해볼게. 대답 소리가 잘 들리지 않아서.
죄를 새겨주겠어.
제압 개체가 비틀거리는 게 보이네. 아, 이대로 영영 움직이지 못하게 만들어보자.
탈출 개체 확인. 탈출 개체가 전 개체가 약화되는 것 같습니다. 탈출 개체가 정리되었습니다.
우리가 우세를 점하고 있어. 하지만 여기서 방심하면 안 돼. 지휘팀이라면 완벽하고 빈틈없이
내가 눈에
모든 걸
새겨주지.
끝마쳐야 하지 않겠어? 제대로 찝었군.
맘.
Here we go.
와, 성공했어! 보여? 개체가 더 이상 움직이지 않네. 이대로 남은 대상들도 전부 움직일 수 없게 만들어보자.
내가 눈에 새겨주지.
Give someone a shield back.
맘.
개체들의 체력이 많이 깎여 나갔어. 괴로워하는 게 느껴지지 않아? 이 기세로 계속 나아가보자. 방금 공격은 좋았어. 이대로만 계속해보면 좋을 텐데. 강문 어디요?
Oh wait, no, there is a
씹는
boss
맛이
fight.
있는데?
Never mind.
걸려라.
You're still using the health of 100? Damn, you're easy to gas.
자,
I don't care if you're ineffective.
아까의 공격으로
Like, you
인해서
can kick your
대상에게
ass
많은
or
피해를
something like
입혔어.
that.
적들이 충분히 나약해졌다는 거지. 끝을 내도 될 것
내가
같아.
눈에 새겨주지.
걸려라.
Kick his ass.
씹는 맛이 있는데?
Now let's go first. Engdu seemed to recover somewhat as we fought. She bound Jun with a rope before throwing him to the ground. I do not expect the mere captain to know why your organization has put a bounty on our heads, but I cannot quite place the reason why you were standing guard before this room. It was as though you were protecting our mentor from us of all people. Wait, it wasn't just you, was it? Every Kurokumo clan filth we killed on our way up to this forest stood in our path like they were protecting something with their lives. Fine, here's to it then. We're the victims here. Huh? What do you mean? You guys really have a way of pushing my buttons, huh? Ugh, we weren't even part of the party pursuing you or cutting you down. That was none of my business. You're just one of many syndicates or You're just one of the many syndicates or organizations that were unlucky enough to be on the Thumb's shit list. Our run-in was just a coincidence. We were ordered by the Thumb to stand guard next to a black steely here, that's all. Everyone was on edge because we were supposed to transport it elsewhere pretty soon. And that's when you Lineage bastards appeared out of nowhere. Out of nowhere? I see, so this is where our mentor awakened. You. Sounds like you know something I don't. Can't say I've ever heard of a tech that could blip people into existence just like that. Thought they were using a singularity or something. Besides, the Blade Lineage never had a chance. Our numeral advantage was insurmountable. Of course. We had your friends cornered. We had no trouble cutting them down until there were at least but 3 of you left standing. Then all of a sudden, your boss's eyes suddenly began to... then all of a sudden, your boss's eyes suddenly began to glow and... he cut down everyone around him. It was a one-sided slaughter. What? Then... You got that right, Blade Lineage, Kurokumo clan. It didn't matter. He cut through everyone. So what the hell was I supposed to do? What were we supposed to do? And I'm their captain. The lives of my men were my responsibility. I had to save them somehow. So I stayed behind to guard the door, while my men guarded the entrance to this building. What other choice did I have? Shit. Delivery's deadline's coming up. I'm finished. This won't end with me having to cut off a finger or two. Damn it. Aindu struck the back of June's neck with a swift precision and dropped him on the floor. Aindu, that man had already been subdued. Wherefore didst thou? I have merely put him in sleep. He would have caused us the trouble had we attempted to enter that while he was conscious. I must talk to the mentor, see with my own eyes. Have you gone dead, have you gone deaf, lass? Your boss will cut down anyone who gets too close. No, it cannot be. Dante, we can infer from what information that we've gathered that... Yeah, I agree. There's a powerful aura coming from behind that door. I can sense it. Mentor, Aindu's hands trembled as they wrap around the norm. You must prepare for that. I know that Mentor Bamboo-Headed Kid will do so much sleep. She slammed the door open, only to come face to face with a distortion. Boom. Oh my god, Dong Ray too?
근육이 신나서 날뛰는 건 더 해치울 거 없어? 난 이제 시작인데.
Bamboo-Headed Kid.
싱싱한 풀이 보이네.
Mentor, what is this? I recognize these wounds. These are techniques. You, how could you put your blade into our fellows? Attempting to communicate seems futile. Pitch black flames lingered behind this man she called Bamboo-Headed Kid, her mentor. Their fresh shoes? Something had devoured him. There was something in his eyes. Fiendish malevolence. I could definitely sense it. This was distortion. Cease your beastly howls and talk to me. Please say something. Oi, don't get too close. The distortion unsheathed its blade in a blink of an eye. It sensed that something had entered its range. That stance. You're really going to kill. Get out of the way! As Aindu stood still, confused, Sinclair urgently hurled himself in her direction. And in that brief moment, the distortion's braid descended upon them as though it had bisected the very space they inhabited. I summarize that Sinclair has entered distortion's range as well. We have no choice but to suppress it. We tensed up, sensing the changing atmosphere. We slowly raised our weapons.
나만 믿고 다들 집중해줘. 도움이 될 수 있을 거야.
Oh damn, look at that mask.
가자! 오늘도 즐거운
Shit, he
하루의
got
시작이네.
hands.
그렇지? 잠시만, 볼륨 좀 확인해 볼게. 대답 소리가 잘 들리지 않아서.
Paralyzed? God damn it.
깡총!
혹시 할 수 없다고 생각하는 직원이 보인다면 나한테 말해줄래?
Man, what am I supposed to do?
죄를 새겨주겠어.
방금 공격은 좋았어. 이대로만
What the
계속해보면
fuck
좋을
is up
텐데.
with my guys? Ain't no way they're rolling only 1 coins.
끔찍하군. 아니지. 제압을 준비합니다.
Head plant.
오늘도 즐거운 하루의 시작이네. 그렇지? 잠시만, 볼륨 좀 확인해 볼게. 대답 소리가 잘 들리지 않아서.
죄를 새겨주겠어.
나만 믿고 답에 집중해줘. 도움이 될 수 있을 거야.
깡총!
오늘도 즐거운 하루의 시작이네. 그렇지?
Motherfuckers see every
잠시만,
day.
볼륨 좀 확인해 볼게. 대답 소리가 잘 들리지 않아서.
깡총!